Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna do something interesting. I'm gonna do some battery maintenance. So my goal is to charge fully all of these batteries and then to fly them all for like 5 minutes and drain them to about 70%. And I will use this multi-charger. So if you can actually get your hands on one, so it's for Robotics Evo, it's for Evo 1, I would highly recommend it because it does charge 3 batteries and the remote, well, USB right here, and the remote really fast. So I would definitely recommend it if you can get your hands on one. I usually plug everything in first and only that hit the power button, and usually stand by and make sure everything begins charging. Okay, so there it goes. And as you can see, my batteries are not fully charged and my remote is at about 68%. So gonna try to charge them all and try to fly them all today. It's a nice sunny weather outside, but it is below freezing, so that's definitely something to consider. As you can see, it's a beautiful sunny day. Not a cloud in sight. Perfect day for flying. It's about just above freezing today. This is the drone that I'm gonna use for testing. Not gonna fly far and gonna try to land with about 70%. So now on to the screen recordings. Okay, I guess one of the first things I want to see is how fast the drone will catch the GPS lock. And as of right now, it's not looking promising. I can barely catch one satellite. Well, let's take off and see what's happening. And you see how the battery power dipped? Happens all the time, but they're about balanced. Oh, GPS lock. It does say home now. So let's get about 50 meters. Oh, now it says GPS mode. And there's a road right here. So let's follow the road. Full speed is 36. I don't want to go that fast. I'm gonna go slower. I'm gonna go a little higher. Okay, so for some reason, the first video recording was incomplete because when I landed the drone, the video was not recording. So that was very odd. But right now we're not gonna wait. Let's take off the drone. It will catch GPS as soon as I'm about 6 to 10 meters up, and it will register the home point. The return to home is 60 meters, which is good since I'm in the forest. Let's check the battery. The battery has been charged only 3 times. This is a brand new battery. So let's fly. Oh, there we go, GPS mode. Nope. It did register the home point. So right now we're 10 meters up. And like I said, 11 meters up. So GPS locked. And let's fly in the same direction, except now I'll get a little altitude. I want to see the altitude I'm going to be at when I reach the 500-meter distance. So both sticks forward. As you can see, it's climbing and it's flying. But it's climbing faster than flying. I don't want to break 120 meters. FYI, this drone can go 800 meters up. Oh, look at that beautiful snowed-in village. I love it. And also get to experience with the remote today because I charged the remote, and I will get to see, after testing 6 batteries, I have 4 with me, but after testing 6 batteries, discharging them, checking the banks, checking everything, make sure it works properly, at what charge the remote will be. When I turned the drone on, the remote was, even though fully charged, I think it was heavily used. The remote was at 93%. Right now it's at 90. So let's stop here. It only took me 7% to get this far out. So 700 meters, which is not bad. It's about 2,000 feet. And now I'm gonna gun it back. Look at that scenery. Gotta love nature. Gun it back, gun it forward, gun it back. As you can see, the drone that I had fixed works properly. Lower the gimbal a little bit so the props are not in the shot, although I'm not recording this. Currently writing a book about drones for beginners. The book is done. Right now I'm just trying to put some pictures together so the book is not going to be as boring, and should be a lot of fun. Oh, let's look at the neighbors. They're being loud. I can hear a tractor. Let's do a flyover. They're building some retreat or a hotel. I can hear a tractor, but is there a tractor? Oh, I guess there's a small tractor right there. And yeah, I'm very sick and mucusy right now. So technically I even shouldn't be outside. And you see the difference in elevation? So where I'm at and this building, the difference in elevation is about at least 15-20 meters. Because if I were to fly back right now, I always try to have my movements smooth and not jerky. I wonder why the gimbal is so jerky. That was on purpose. So let's even the horizon. Let's lower the drone. Gotta love the remote, because everything I look at the remote I can see. So even if my phone is turned off, which just happened when somebody called me, I basically can, I don't want to land in the trees because the drone is behind me, as you can see. Trees right below. I just want to show you the difference in elevation. So let's lower the drone, but first I'll bring the gimbal to 0 level. Okay, so gimbal is at 0. And you see how big that hill is? So for me to actually clear those trees, like I'll go up to the trees right now. I'm at 11 meters above ground. So I would have to go up. So right there, 20 meters is actually about where the ground level is for those guys. But in order to clear, yeah, right about 40 meters. Unless we're talking about that tree over there. That tree is like 50 meters. And because of the position of the sun, the lens is a little flared. But that's actually about as far as I can go without really losing the signal, because I will have the entire forest between me and the drone. But as you can see, the GPS is strong. Now let's see what happens when I push the return home button. I want to see how... it says inaccurate home point. Oh, you can see the props in the shot. But it's still coming back. And it's going to descend right now. As soon as it's starting to descend, it turned off all the sensors, which is, I find it very interesting. See how fast it's descending? Oh, I love this drone. So the third battery, we're actually going to record the video, going out and coming back. And hopefully I'll be able to transfer it to the phone. Okay, so I'm gonna pause the landing and land it manually on my hand. Pressing the pause button works wonders every single time. And gonna land it on my hand. Nope. Okay, so the trick is when you land it on your hand, don't grab it. When you grab it, it tries to fly away. Oh. The third battery is in, but before I fly, I want to set it. Okay, so it is a 1080p. Let's do 30 frames per second. This way I'll be able to download it onto the download the actual video onto the phone, which I'm gonna do after I land. Okay, so let's hit record, start the drone, and take off, hopefully not run into anything. GPS is locked. Target altitude is about 100 meters, so 350, 330 feet. Probably closer to 350. And let's go out and see how well it records. Same path. The reason I want to do that is because sometimes the gimbal seems a little shaky, but I think it still records perfectly. So I brought the gimbal down 10 degrees. Still going out, same trajectory. And about halfway there, because as you saw before, I go out about 700 meters to the village, so I'm not flying over structures or people. Number one rule. Watching the map, because even though it may seem I'm flying over the village already, I am still over forest. So right here, I'm bordering the village, and I'm gonna turn around. I can hear high altitude jet planes flying. The reason I say high altitude is because I don't think any of them will fly at 100 meters height or 300 feet. So while I'm hovering, I turn around. And same as last time, I'll do a flyover my neighbors, which are right there. The reason I hear the jets is because to the left and several kilometers away, I think about 10 kilometers away, there's a military base. So signal is good, drone is steady. Horizon may be tilting a little bit. I don't know why that is. Maybe the gimbal froze a bit because it is freezing temp outside. Still performing way better than Karma. So flying over the neighbors. They're probably going to be pissed at me. Ooh, there's smoke. Turning. It sucks because I can hear the drone. I can't see it. Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna stop. Show you the scenic view. I can hear the crows. This is only the third battery. I have 3 more to go. This is going to be a very long video. But it's okay. That's how you maintain your batteries. You stress them. And if they fail, you know ahead of time. I can see the drone. I'm going to stop right there because it's flying out of my point of view. And let's see, where do I want to fly? Let's fly there. It's another beach. Again, I can see the drone, so that's definitely not a problem. And the home point has been locked, so if I lose signal, hopefully it's going to come back to me. And it's still on my side of the river. Okay, so 500 meters away, let's turn around. And 80%, so by the time I get back, it's going to be right around 70. Let's bring back. Look at that view. It's beautiful. Beautiful 5-minute video. No filters, no nothing. I'm sure it can record better with ND filters. I'm testing the batteries right now. Did not take any ND filters. Well, not testing, maintaining the batteries. That's the proper term. The drone is constantly in my view. Okay, as I fly, I want to look at the battery stat. 3.9, 3.9, 3.9. Really good. I discharged only 8 times. Okay, so let's land this bird, download this video. I'll stop it. I'm actually right here. And I'm gonna land it on my hand again. See how all that works? Landing on your hand. So no GPS signal as soon as I landed, so I'm in the hole. Okay, I brought the gimbal back up. Let's set the drone, turn it off. I still got 3%. I wonder if I download the video, how long it will take. As I'm downloading the video, I want to show you the speed it's downloading with. So right now it's going 1.1 or 1 megabit per second, which means it currently is about double the downloading speed as with a regular remote. This is with a 4Hawks antenna on. Because if I would have the regular remote, the speeds would vary somewhere between 300 kilobits a second to about 6, maximum of 700 kilobits per second. I have never seen anything higher than 700 kilobits per second. So with the regular remote. It's not as fast as when downloading from DJI drones. DJI drones are much faster. I think on my Mavic I get about 4 megabits up to 5 megabits per second. But again, this is different kind of technology, different drone altogether. So it is working pretty good. I think I got about 10% video downloaded right now and about 1% of the battery power wasted. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this is battery number 4, the last battery I have with me. I did try to download the video I recorded, but I just ran out of patience. So right now my remote control, after 3 full batteries, well no, not 3 full, 3 third batteries, well technically 1 full battery is at 85%, so it lost about 8%. Let's take off. There's a helicopter flying, maybe we'll record it. Okay, so I can hear the helicopter, I just can't see it. GPS mode. Somewhere, there's the helicopter. Oh, it's so cool when you can get a helicopter into the shot. Really makes me wonder where it's going. Let's follow it. Rich people flying. There it goes. Do you see how low helicopters fly where I live? I mean, I'm at 75 meters. That helicopter has to be about just above the river, flying over the river. That is insane. Okay, if it comes back, I'll catch it on the way back. And let's do 100 meters. At least now I know where it's flying from. So it's gonna fly from the same direction. It already flew by twice. Also, actually, a good idea too. Let's see if we can test the zoom. Where's the zoom? Oh, I hear it. Here comes the helicopter. Let's switch this to cloudy. Yeah, it might look a little bit better. Look at the sky. Oh, what a beautiful sky. Those little dots you see on the river, that's actually some morons fishing. But it hasn't really been that cold for the ice to be that thick. So every year, there are a few unfortunates who lose their lives to their stupidity and deserve a Darwin Award. Okay, I just heard that helicopter coming back. Or maybe it was just like turning. But every single one of those black dots is a person. Let's check this battery while we wait. So battery is pretty balanced. Only one discharge cycle. Wow, that is nice. Hopefully it's going to remain that way and serve me for a while. And I have people who don't want to buy this drone for me. They're like, oh, what about the batteries? I'm like, I'll give you brand new batteries. And they don't believe me. What, no helicopter? Well, we're chill for a couple more minutes. Maybe it will come back. I still hear it. I just don't see it. Maybe we'll even chase it. But to chase it, guess what you need to do? Ludicrous mode. That's what you need to chase a helicopter. Yeah. 84% battery. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, I hear it, I hear it. Is it coming? I might actually fly longer because I hear it. I just don't see it. Okay, now I don't hear it. What is going on, people? Okay, I no longer hear the helicopter, so probably it flew away, far, far away. Oh well, gonna land this bird soon. Do you want to see how fast it can reach 200 meters in height in ludicrous mode? I'm gonna show you. Keep in mind, here I can actually do that. So check out how fast it's gaining altitude. And technically it's supposed to be able to go all the way to 800 meters. Oh, it's already 200 meters. No laws or regulations where I'm flying about the ceiling height of drones, because actually in this country there's not a single law against the drones except not to fly over military bases, because then you can be accused of espionage. Okay, 74%, let's bring it down. And let's see how fast it will come down in ludicrous mode. Actually, almost as fast as it ascends, so pretty fast. 10 kilometers an hour vertical speed. I wish there would be a faster way, but unfortunately there is not. So let's land this bird and go download some vids from it and finish this video. Always keep your drone in line of sight. And remember, both sticks to inner or outer points will shut down the motors and bring it down like a rock. Just in case. Like, I always fly responsibly. So if I would hear any sort of vehicle, helicopter or airplane anywhere near me, that's what I would do. Just let it fall. I'm much rather lose a drone than anything else happen to anybody else. Its response in ludicrous mode is insane. How fast that thing moves. Okay, let's land it on my hand again. And done. Bring up the gimbal, turn off the screen recorder, go home, drink some warm tea, and make this vid. And now I'm back home. I'm done for the moment with all of the testing. As you can see, 6 batteries are still uncycled. Let's just call it not testing but cycling. I want to cycle them once. So I didn't cycle these 6. I was able to cycle these 4 and 2 more are in this case. So I'm about halfway done. In my opinion, it's important to cycle your batteries at least once every 3 months. Otherwise, it's going to be what happened to my defective batteries, the ones that went bad. If they lay around for a really prolonged period of time, they sort of, I guess, trickle discharge slowly. And then when you charge them back up, they're going to be unbalanced. The banks in them are going to be unbalanced. And that's when you get bad batteries. So, yeah. The goal right now is next time I have off to cycle through the next 6 and keep them in good shape. This way, when the spring arrives, when I'm going to fly more, when I'm going to have more free time, batteries will be in good shape. And again, Autel Evo is my go-to drone, even though I have a ton of others. So yeah, if you like the channel, please subscribe. Currently, I just finished writing a book I'm getting pictures from some other pilots so I can add them to the book. Hopefully the book will sort of inspire and persuade future drone pilots not to be afraid of flying, but to actually explore being a drone pilot, and should be a lot of fun.